Kapsul set out on this mission to try to solve issues that we see in contact sports like hockey and football and lacrosse. But what we saw was this was a vertically agnostic problem. It was as prevalent in surfing, in equestrian, gymnastics, and cheerleading than it was in our traditional sports that we think of where contact is at the forefront.
We have for years known the importance of strengthening the neck musculature to help prevent neck-related head injuries. Because our offensive linemen aren't getting those big blows like the running backs and the linebackers do, but they're getting repetitive blows, 50, 75, 100 times a practice.
The ability for range of motion within my sport as a driver is huge. I ended up going to Europe for my first ever full World Cup tour. Put it on the first day and I loved it. It was lightweight. It didn't interact with me while I was, driving. The first thing I did notice was I didn't have a lot of neck pain. Ever since that 2020 start of the second half of our World Cup tour, I haven't stopped wearing it. We do need to be able to last for 6 months and putting our bodies and specifically our necks under extreme duress. We're experiencing, even on an average run when it's nice, 6 gravitational forces pressing down our backs and our necks. So this is also just another piece of the formula to keeping us healthy for the final goal, which would be our World Championships or the Olympic Games.
The military is very good at validating early stage technology. So in the context of the Kapsul collar, we did a good job demonstrating that there is military utility. The type of impact, forces, and injuries that are sustained militarily, if it works in that environment, then it's a very reasonable assumption that it will work in a whole host of other activities.
The neck is a very mobile system that's connected to one of the most important things that we have, and that's our brain. There's been a lot of attempts to try to stabilize the neck in the past, and because of this mobile situation, it's been very difficult to do until now.
We did parachuting trials, mobility insertion trials utilizing a fleet of different vehicle systems. We did range shooting and close quarter battle drills. We did integrated close quarter battle drills, which is more like hand-to-hand fighting. And we did a sniper trial. And what we found was there was zero impediment to any of the safety that's required. There was absolutely zero impact to range of motion. It actually supported very well. There was overall very positive feedback from a counter fatigue, an ability for the soldier to feel like his head and neck was stabilized as he was in all phases of the operation.
What we do here at Kapsul is the enhancement of joint stability through the dissipation of force. That force can take multiple different forms. It can be high amplitude, low duration forces, which we'll see in hits or falls. It could be repetitive forces that we encounter every day at the job site, on the line at work, playing any sport, or driving a motorcycle. It also includes postural situations where we might be in poor positions for long periods of time. Our patented, innovative viscoelastic foam is what enables us to provide dynamic support to the neck throughout all of its ranges of motion.
What we found was the Kapsul collar sort of provides stability even at a time when there's no contact or deceleration or impact happening, so that the weight that a soldier was wearing sort of in all of the trials, the common feedback was at the end of a day or at the end of a training evolution, it was like, yeah, my neck doesn't hurt, my back doesn't hurt, I feel better, I feel like less fatigue than being burdened with this different weight that we had.
In luge, our head is extended past the sled, so there's nothing holding your head up and you're having G-forces come straight down on your head as it's hanging kind of off the back of the sled. With the Kapsul collar, it just gives you that little bit of support, especially with me, I have a lot of neck fatigue and I can't hold my head up. And that's really important to do my sport. That was a huge tool for me to just throw into my toolbox. Each run is pretty intense, so when you're adding up that volume, that's when I throw in the Kapsul collar. I use it when I'm having a hard time keeping up with the demand on my body. Everyone's working hard at this level, so in order to get ahead, you just have to work smarter, and this is a way to work smarter.
One of the ways that we really differ here at Kapsul is in the way that we approach our research. For Kapsul, with our dynamic neck stabilization technology, it was really important to get a little bit deeper in terms of our understanding of how it affected function, how it affected fatigue, how it was affected by reducing that force around the joint, and particularly how it affected both the neck and the head at the same time. We can't put human beings through high amplitude, low duration forces or put them in postures for long periods of time and be able to measure that. So unlike traditional methods, we deployed some of the most cutting edge, innovative tools in the world, developed in the motor vehicle industry. Most notably, we deployed the Global Human Body Model Consortium to really look at how our product dissipated forces in different activities. Beyond the innovation, the reason why brands love working with us is flexibility. We've created a product that supports and protects the head and neck, but we've done it in a way that we're easily integrated into the existing apparel protective gear that exists in every sport, which is probably the most important thing that we've done for our brand partners.